At some point, I've just stopped explaining myself to people. I don't know when that happened, and it certainly didn't happen overnight, but I realized that these explanations weren't affecting the outcomes anyway. In fact, people weren't even listening. It's more like they were just waiting to respond, right? And you could see it in their face. And this happens all the time. I'm sure it's happened to you, but you're talking and they're just ready to talk. They didn't hear a word you said. And then there's the other people that just flat out talk right over you. I got a few of those at work too. And I'm transitioning out, so I feel like, if you're not even interested with common courtesy to hear what I got to say, then I just won't say anything. And that has been quite liberating. So you just ramble on all you want. A lot of things have been done over the years. I've been here almost 40 years. And so what people fail to realize is, and this just doesn't always apply to work, this just happens to be a work story. These things have been happening over the years, which include, small improvements. This happened, so we're doing this. Now, this year, this happened, so we do that. And now we end up with this system that's in place. And these people want to come along who are new bosses, whatever, and they just want to undo or redo everything because they don't understand why something's in place. Now, I'm not saying I'm resistant to change because I am. I believe in it. What I'm saying is these are things that have been changing over time. These micro improvements or constant improvements have been happening and they're in place. What I'm saying is these people that come in and don't even want to listen, that used to bother me, by the way. Now, fine, I'll keep quiet in a meeting, and I've done that to the point where they become uncomfortable. And sometimes, I laugh at myself because like they just talk, 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 and I'll raise my hand for a while because I could really care less. It's not that I'm that extreme polite. I'm kind of just laughing and enjoying the moment. And they keep talking, so I'll put my hand down. I got nothing more to say. And then, then now they're calling me, Vince. Did you have a question? Yeah, yeah. Okay. Anyway, uh, so most of the time they're not going to listen anyway. So why even bother? And then what happens is that explanation can start turning into what maybe feels like defending. And I'm not here to defend anything. An example of that is, um, so your boss might come to you, I really need you to do this project, and you might be covering for somebody and your other work. You might have your own deadlines, all those kind of reasons, right? Um, and it just, I can hear what it must hear like to them. Like they just think it's a bunch of excuse making, and I'm done with that. So what happens is when they say they got a thing that's got to be done, I go, well, here's what I'm working on. And if you want me to stop all that, and a lot of times I know there's a lot more deadline behind something than what I'm explaining to the person. And they kind of got wind of that. So they kind of know, be careful, because I'm going to tell you something. If you tell me to put a pause on this project, I will do that. Because, it's their call. They're the boss, like whatever. That's great. I'm just here to do the best I can. I'm not going to stress out about it. And defending just uses a huge amount of energy. Like it's not even important. And then not listening or necessarily believing in what you're saying. And it's just when you start doing that, you get so emotionally into it. Like, well, I got this and I got that. No, not anymore. And you will see how much peace you will get when you stop allowing these people to influence you in that way. I'm here to help, but I'm not even going to be making the decisions. Now, this can happen, carry over into personal life as well. I was just trying to think of, so this applies to family dynamics and other relationships, even outside of work, but mostly it is about work. And these people that will remember you a certain way will still have a problem adapting, let's say. Um, yeah. And so when you do this justifying or defending, some people are going to feel shut out. Some will feel maybe even relieved, and others might just be straight up confused. That's okay. You're not being rude. At least I'm saying, don't be rude. No need to be harsh. But I'm also not asking for approval. I'm just telling you how it is. So, um, the benefits are going to be a lot less stress. A lot. A lot less stress. It's going to be cleaner in relationships, and you're just going to have a lot more peace, guys. It's a good thing to almost, I don't want to say give up the reins, but you'll just have this realization that I don't owe clarity to anybody. You know, the right people don't even require explanations anyway, and the wrong people won't believe you, and they'll just go on, and then they'll start defending their own scenarios. It's like, all right, whatever. Uh, yeah, I really don't care. That's happened so many times. And the point of it all is this is just where I'm at. And it feels good to kind of finally let it all just go. Anyway, let me know in the comments if you got any, if that resonates with you at all, or if you got any stories. I'd love to hear them. I read all the comments. So feel free. If you didn't like it, let me know that too. If I'm way off base, if you think my attitude's wrong, let me know. I don't think it is, but I'm open to hearing the feedback. Thank you and have a great day. See you on the next one.